Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name's Catherine, if you didn't already know. Today I'm going to be letting you in on a little secret and showing you how to create my signature glowy makeup look. I'm going to show you all my holy grail products that I use, how I get this sort of look. So yeah, if you want to see that, then do keep on watching and don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and other than that, let's get into it. Right, so I've already gone ahead and done my eye makeup, my lashes and my brows. For this eyeshadow, I actually used the Huda Beauty Gold Obsessions palette, which I absolutely love right now. It's perfect for like the festive season if you like super glittery looks, but also if you like me and just like glittery stuff, then you'll really like this palette. It's so pigmented. So yeah, I just mixed a couple of the shades to create this eyeshadow look. And now I'm going to move on to skin, which is kind of like one of the main ways I get this super like glowy look. So for primer, I use the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Hydrating Primer, and this is really good if you like that dewy sort of skin look. So I just pop a bit of this kind of all over my face and then just blend it in. But it's got like a really soft, like glowy formula. So yeah, it's really good if you, as I said, like that glowy sort of skin finish, which I personally like. So yeah, this is just what I use along with my usual skincare, which I won't go into, but I use various different skincare products. I think again that's key to like having super glowy skin. For foundation, my kind of like go-to combo is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, and then I mix a bit of the Dior Forever, so I'll mix these two today. But that's kind of more my like high-end sort of go-to option. But if you want a more like affordable kind of like really glowy foundation, then I'd recommend the L'Oreal Infallible. And this is a really nice like luminous sort of coverage, and yeah, it's kind of like the equivalent to the Luminous Silk. If you're looking for a more affordable version, then I'd recommend this one. But today I'm going to use my trusted Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. I've honestly used this for years and I live by it. This is the one I always recommend to people, but I do mix it sometimes with a bit of my Dior Forever, because that's again a really like luminous glowy foundation. I'm going to take the shades 8.75 in the Giorgio Armani and 4W0 in the Dior Forever, and I'm just going to mix the two and blend that into my face. Then my go-to sort of like luminous concealers, again I like to take a little bit of a mix, but I mainly use the Chanel Corrector in 20 Beige, and this again is a really like luminous hydrating concealer and definitely full coverage. And then I take a little bit of my Fenty Beauty concealer and I just put that in like the high points of my face just to brighten it a bit more. But my drugstore alternative is the Maybelline Age Rewind, which is an amazing concealer. I live by this concealer, but these are kind of like my go-to more high-end when I'm doing a proper like full glam look. So that's what I'm just gonna pop on now, and I'll blend that all in. And again, I just blend this in using my damp beauty blender just to work this all into my skin and make it nice and seamless. And now I've kind of blended that all in, even though we're obviously going for a really like luminous glowy look, you still do want to set your products into place, because obviously you don't want anything sliding around. So it is important to set in your foundation and concealer. So for that I use the HNB Cosmetics Soft Focus Loose Powder. Couldn't recommend this enough. I'm going to take the shade Translucent today and mix a bit of Fair as well on the top of it, where I want to highlight a bit more. But yeah, take like a fine translucent powder and set your makeup into place. Obviously you don't want it to be like ridiculously matte, but you don't want your makeup sliding around, so do still set it all into place. Perhaps if you like it more luminous, you don't need to bake it for as long, but you can obviously we'll be using other products to kind of complete the look anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much if this step makes your makeup a bit more matte than you would like, because we haven't got on to the fun part yet anyway, which is highlighting. So yeah, I'm just gonna take this literally everywhere I've put my concealer. I'm just gonna put this to set it all into place. Honestly, such a key step if you want your makeup to be flawless and perfect, because that's what we're all here for, right? And I let this set into place for 10-15 minutes. Now that's all blended in, we get on to the fun part, which is the highlight. So my absolute holy grail product, which I have not been able to find a dupe for, like, ever, and best believe I've tried and tested many products, is the iconic London liquid illumination drops. And I literally, like, live by these, like, holy grail, how to achieve that glow. This is what you need. And I literally just take the tiniest amount. This is in the shade Original, by the way. I literally just take a couple of drops and I put them on the high points of my cheeks, the tip of my nose, the bridge of my nose, and my chin. And I just put a dot, like a dot on each part of that. I just literally use my finger to start to dab that in and kind of like blend it, and then I'll take my beauty blender to like blend it in further. But honestly, these drops make the most difference. Like, fair enough if you just want to use powder highlight, but liquid highlight is if you want that super extra glow, then that's how you achieve it, basically. I haven't been able to find like a drugstore equivalent, so these are like 30 or 32 pounds, but they last so long. Bearing in mind I do this like nearly every time I do my makeup, and the drops honestly last so long. So yeah, it's a bit more pricey for a product, but it's such like a good investment. I could not recommend them enough. And I just, yeah, pack them in, and then it helps to create that unbelievable glow that not many other products can do, to be honest. And if, like me, you like that glowy look, then that's how you get it, basically. You see the glow it's created. So beautiful. You just wanted like a more soft natural glow, you could just leave it there, but obviously being the extra bitch that I am, I then put on highlight on top of that highlight. So what I like to do is take the Dose of Colours X Iluvsarahii. Again, this is my holy grail powder highlight, and I take like a small detail brush, like really tiny. This is what the shade looks like. It's kind of like a pinky silvery highlight. It's just so beautiful. It works perfectly for my skin tone. And I just start to pack a little bit on the tip of my nose and the bridge of my nose. I know this isn't for everyone, but this is just like my signature sort of highlight that I like to do. So I put it there. And this highlight honestly is so intense, but if you want that extra glow, then that's how you get it. See the difference that makes? Like, it's insane. And I do just blend it in slightly, just to soften it. And then for my cheeks, I actually apply it with my finger. So I put a little bit onto my finger and I start to tap that softly over where I've put the liquid highlight, just blending it in. And that's what creates that even more intense glow. Can you see that? It's just insane. It's so gorgeous, this highlight. Like, I literally love it. I've been through like about 3 of these, so I literally love this shade so much. It's the perfect highlight shade. I love it, I love it, I love it. And sometimes what I will do, just again, if I want it to be a bit more intense, I'll actually put on a second layer of highlight, and for that I use, again, Dose of Colours, and this is the shade Miramè, which again is one of my holy grail highlights, and I've been through a few of these as well. They're just so good. Like, for some reason I just love Dose of Colour highlights because they just glide onto your face. Like, they're not cakey at all. They're not like, you know, some highlights are a bit almost like chunky, whereas these just like glide on so seamlessly. Then it just gives that like glass skin sort of finish, which is just so beautiful. So yeah, that's just what I do, and I just take a fan brush and just lightly go over where the other highlight is. It just adds another layer of glowiness, which we love. Another little thing that I like to do is take that highlight, again, the Dose of Colours Iluvsarahii one. This is in the shade Soulmate, I don't know if I said that. And on that small detail brush, and what I do is actually pack it into my inner corner of my eyes, and I take it down probably like a third of my waterline, and that just helps to brighten up and open my eyes. This is just like signature to what I do, and I know it won't be everyone's preference, but that's just how I create that extra pop of highlight. And by using the same color, it just ties it all together really nicely. You can see it just brightens under my eyes. Sparkly, sparkly. It actually goes really nicely as well with this eyeshadow look, so yeah. But it's one of those like shades where it kind of just works with every eyeshadow look I do. I normally just do this step because it just ties it all together and really helps my eyes to pop. And of course we need to set it all into place, so I like to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dewy Set. Spritz this. And final part to my signature look is, of course, adding a lip gloss. This makes all the difference. I personally just love a lip gloss. Like, I'd always choose lip gloss over matte. It just adds another dimension to your makeup, and yeah, I have so many favourite lip glosses. Like, that could probably be a whole another video in itself. So I'm just gonna line my lips using Barry M in the shade Toast, which is again an all-time favourite of mine. And then yeah, I'm just going to take one of my lip glosses. As I said, I have so many that I love to use, but today I'm going to use my Chanel lip gloss in the shade 119. So I'm just going to take a bit of this. The Chanel lip glosses are so nice, like, they just have such a beautiful shine to them. And this is just like a soft pink lip gloss, perfect for an everyday look or a full glam look. But the thing is, with like glowy makeup like this, you could add any shade of lip colour to kind of transform it. So you could do a more darker lip if it was a more like evening glam. You could add a nudie lip if it was more of an everyday. You could do like a more like bronzy sort of brown shade if it was a more like a holiday look. Like, honestly, it's so versatile. But yeah, this is kind of just my signature go-to, all the products that I use. And yeah, okay, so this is the final look. I hope you found this useful, kind of just seeing what products I use to create this glowy look. It's kind of my go-to, my signature. Yeah, and they're just kind of like my holy grail products that I love to use. If like me you love super glow makeup, then definitely invest in those products. But yeah, that's it for today. I hope you found this useful, and don't forget to subscribe down below and give the video a thumbs up if you did. Follow me on Instagram as well, and I hope whatever you're doing today, it's a lovely day for you. Yeah, I'll see you soon with another one. Bye. You believe God is a woman, and I feel it.